Well, here we have Son of Magnor, 3D printed robot that you can build. Files will be up on Thingiverse. This is a modified version of a robot that was designed by Rick100 on YouTube. And basically I just rescaled things, added a clicking sound, and added the magnetic control to the head. There's just a sensor switch like you'd use in alarm systems in there, and a magnet in the hat. Actually, I should have oriented them differently. I put it in the most sensitive range. Look where it picks it up at. Pretty far up. If I turned them around another way, it would have to been mounted all the way down before it would do anything. So, you can pose the arms, you can put the lights in, a lot of options here. In the battery pack, you just got 2 AA batteries back in there. The hatch. Like I say, the arms are posable. I decided to put the light in the eyes and the flashing light in the chest. If you don't want to go with the magnetic switch in the hat, there is a place in Rick's original file, because this is his base design for the turning thing. You can put a slide switch in there, and that's the standard 19mm on center mounting slide switch that I like to use. One thing to keep in mind though is the handle on the slide switch. You know, they come in different lengths, and the one that I have is about 1mm too long, which means, as you notice, when the robot moves, it rocks back and forth because the wheels are off center like that. So when this wheel gets to the low spot, the head of that switch that I had would actually lift that wheel off the ground. So instead of just the turning one over here that always makes the robot turn, if you will, to the left, anytime this low spot came along and it hit that slide switch on the bottom, and the robot turned to the right. So I'd get quick little turns to the right, then I'd get the long turn to the left, but while it's turning to the left, if that wheel comes around to the low spot, then the robot would actually stop moving altogether, because this wheel is held off the ground by that turn post, and the switch was holding this wheel off the ground when it was in the low spot. So it would stop, then it would continue turning. It was actually kind of cool. If you want a very random looking thing, then I'd say go ahead and put the slide switch in there and leave the shaft long, because then you not only get just turns to the left, but you get little jerky turns to the right. You get a pause where it doesn't do anything, then it goes again. Very random looking. The clicker is an option. It's a little piece that you glue in. He's driving, there's a gear on this wheel that drives the cam that does this lifting bit. Well, I took the gear that was on this wheel, since it wasn't be used for anything, and just removed some of the teeth, and then put a 3D printed PLA clicker against it to get the nice pattern of sound that's going on. And printed the red parts in translucent red so I could backlight them with LEDs. Like I say, rescaled everything to get a little bit taller so it looked more like the original toy. Guess it's a little too close to the camera. It's a pretty cool little project. It's not difficult. It's using the TT motor, the 1:90 gear ratio. And should run a long time, shouldn't draw much current.